Hey everybody, what is going on? Today we're going to take a quick little look at a custom starter deck that I built out of the cards that are gifted to you for free when you join TCGO. Every single person that plays TCGO has these cards, so if you want to make this deck, you can go right ahead. This is mainly though for the people that are just starting off and or don't have as many cards as they would like to, but still have cards, and then they can maybe alter this deck to their liking. It's just I made a new account today and I was having a lot of fun on there battling with this deck that I made because I needed to make a deck. And I did actually enjoy myself and it was pretty cool. I went undefeated and I even had a because you have to play 5 unranked games, whatever that is called exactly, and then you are able to play ranked. So I went 5 battles in there undefeated, and then I went into a standard game on ranked undefeated with 1 game. Just because I figured, I should definitely get the word about this deck. Now, I just thought it'd be a cool idea because I was kind of done for the day, and I figured I'd make a quick little video showing you guys what I did. So, first off, I'll show you the energies, and I'll also show you the structure of the deck. We're running 13 Pokemon, 33 trainers, and 14 energies. A lot of people don't really like to run many Pokemon because it takes up a lot of space, and that means less trainer cards. They also really don't like to run a lot of energy as well either. We don't have too many great cards overall, so we're not too worried, but we definitely don't want to run a absolute monstrous amount of Pokemon still. So here we go. This, other than, the trainers, that'll bring our card total up to 27, so we have more trainers overall, so that's still nice. But thankfully, though, the people at Pokemon gift us these free decks. We get 4 right away. We get 2 if we activate codes, which you can easily Google or search on YouTube for. I'm just running a couple of them, and that are standard, and I know for sure will actually kind of work out well. So, in those packs, the 4 that were gifted right away, we are thankfully given 2 double colorlesses, which is really nice because we're obviously going to want to run those for some of our guys. And then we have 5 fire energies and 7 psychic energies, just because we are running a few psychics. We're not running too many fires, but we still need energies in here because we are running normal type Pokemon that do run off of anything. And that's really nice. And I don't know why I clicked that button. Alright, so the Pokemon we're running, thankfully we are gifted 2 Bouffalant. This is a pretty amazing card. Like, first glance you're like, well, it's a normal type, it's only got 100 health, it's a basic, and, well, it's not even rare. Well, this is probably one of the best cards out of the set. With its ability Boofer, and its strong attack, especially when it's an EX card being attacked, this is an insane card. Obviously, I don't need to read this to you. You have eyes and the ability to read, so you can go ahead and read this for yourself. But this is definitely going to be most likely your main attacker in this deck. Followed up by Miltank. I do need to explain this one just in case people don't understand. Miltank as powerful friends for 1 energy. At first glance, it doesn't seem like a great card. It does 10 plus damage. You're like, well, whatever's the plus. So is it going to be like 3 if I get a heads on a coin toss? Well, no. If you have a stage Pokemon on your bench, this attack will do an additional 70 damage, which is nuts. That's 80 damage for a single energy, and that just makes this card insanely good. So we're gonna have a few of those. We're only given 2 of those and 2 Bouffalants, so we're gonna run as many of those as possible. And we're going to need to obviously now run some Stage 2 Pokemon. So that's why we have Blaziken and Gallade. You're going to obviously run Stage 2 Pokemon out of the free stuff you're given anyways, but this is just what I decided to go with. You could have alternated these guys out for both of them. You could alternate out for Superior, but if you wanted to still run Blaziken, you could alternate Gallade out for Emboar and keep pretty much the fire deck, but just tweaked a bit better. So Yeah, and the cool things about this is this allow us to attack things like Pyroar that have abilities that don't allow basic Pokemon to attack and other things like that. So this is a pretty nice thing. So you're kind of looking at it maybe like you have one line of Torchic, Combusken, Blaziken, and yeah, I do. We have town map just in case one of these guys is prized, which hasn't been the case for me yet. It will eventually happen, but I'm not too worried in case Blaziken gets benched or anything, because you only get one Blaziken out of the free stuff, and even if you put two of these and two of these, if Blaziken's on the bench or on the prize, I'm sorry, um, it all four of those cards are useless, and you have four cards. You have two extra Pokemon, and then you're just taking up room. So this has been working out pretty well for me, and this is definitely what I would go with for Blaziken, just every time, anyways. Next up, we have a 2-2 line of the whole Gallade evolutionary chain. These two are probably the weakest link in the entirety of the deck. They die a lot. But if you can get Gallade out, that is pretty good. Gallade is a powerhouse. I do also probably need to show Blaziken being a powerhouse as well. 134, 3 energy, discard one of them. It's not a big deal, and it's got a lot of health as well. But Gallade does have two very viable attacks. Swift Lunge for 80. This will allow you to, switch one of your opponent's Pokemon with their bench Pokemon if you really need to. So there's some strategy in there. But Powerful Storm is mainly where you're going to be using. It does 20 times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And, that's pretty nice with especially things like Furious Fist stuff running wild now, being Psychic weak. So that's pretty nice to have a Gallade. And then also, if you have two Bouffalons set up on your bench, that's 6 energies. And you require 2 energies for this. So a grand total of 8 energies will bring this up to 160 damage for one attack. That's almost enough to knock out an EX card. Not to mention you're going to knock out anything that's stage 2 or lower. That is amazing, and I really like Gallade for that. So there are our Pokemon. This is what we're going to be running for trainers. I don't really think I need to mention any of these. I think we all know what they do. If you don't know, you can read them. I'll just tell you why we're running them. The town map is to help us find anything that we may need on our bench. Or I always say the bench, on our prize. We're running a single Bicycle and a single Bianca, because these are cards that allow us to draw cards if we have less than what they're looking for, and you never know when those are going to be useful. The game only gives us one Evo Soda, but if you can manage to get a few more, that would probably be a lot more beneficial to you, because you can use one for evolving Torchic, and then you can use one for evolving Combusken. Or you can use it for multiple things instead of just one use, which is kind of a bummer. They kind of should give you at least 2 of these. We're running 2 switches, obviously, because free switching is very important, so you have to discard energies. And then we are running 1 escape rope, just so because it's kind of like a Lysander, which they don't give you, and plus being able to move one of your guys up and switching them out, so that's pretty nice. It can be like a Lysander sometimes. Sometimes your opponent gets to decide what they want to go out to. I've been seeing very much less of Crushing Hammers and Pokemon Catchers, obviously, since they made them have flip coin effects. But just for the sake of the deck, you might as well put one of each in, because they could help you out a lot. 2 Professor's Letters, because grabbing energy is always important. Roller Skates, sorry, for an additional trying to grab some free stuff that we don't have to use more supporters for. A Silent, just in case, you never know, and it's a nice little filler for the rest of it. Some Charons, because we don't have too many great supporters. We really don't. We have only 2 Junipers. We have 4 Ns, thankfully, but we get like Charons and Biancas and stuff like that, so that's pretty nice to have. 2 Ultra Balls to help us grab some things. I believe Level Ball may be going out of rotation relatively soon at the time of this video, so I only have 1 in here. Don't quote me on that. I may be wrong, but I believe somebody told me that Level Ball and Heavy Ball are going out of rotation. So you can easily just swap this out for maybe like a Pokemon catcher or another one of these cards or something. Next up, we have tool scrappers, so we can get rid of obviously opponent's tools. A Coloress, because it's just more drawing cards are pretty nice, and they can give you up to a maximum of 10 and a minimum of 0 cards, depending on how you use it. 4 ends, that's as many as they give us. Thankfully, they gave us 4. Pokemon Center Lady, a Pokemon fan club to help us get out some of our basics, which we have quite a bit of basics in this deck. We have, what, 7? Yes, and that is a lot. So, 2 Junipers to help us get more cards. Experience Share is kind of important. Experience Share is on here to, if one of these guys may be up front or on the bench while like Bouffalant's, laid back, it could definitely go well to, if Bouffalant faints, move all of those energies onto another Bouffalant or onto a Gallade instead or something, and then Gallade can use his attacks. So it's a pretty good strategy to throw in with them. And a Hard Charm, because if you can get a Hard Charm onto Bouffalant, you'll change its 20 resistance to all damage to 40 resistance to all damage, and that makes him tankier, and that's always nice. And then also I threw in a Rocky Helmet just in case people want to attack you. You can get off some additional damage to them. Other than that though, it's not really important. You can maybe swap that out for something. So that's the deck. I think we will go get one just quick game with it. We'll do a ranked one just to see how well we do. I think I may have gotten a little bit lucky on withdraws, because my opponent didn't seem to be getting too many great things, but they still had some EXs that I had to deal with. It was kind of annoying. So yeah, let's just see how well we can do with this in Standard. And he is running a pure water deck, so I'm thinking Keldeo, Blastoise here, and this is not too great, obviously, for my Blaziken. And watch, we're going to have it, like, right away. No, okay, we're going to have Bouffalant, thankfully, and we're probably going to end relatively shortly. Yeah, so he's running Blastoise EX. I have never seen one of those, honestly, online. So let's go ahead and put a Fire Energy down on Bouffalant. We will go ahead and use Ultra Ball on a Fire Energy and Kirlia, because I'm not too worried about Kirlia. We do have a second one. We'll try and get out actually another Bouffalant just in case we need an extra bit of defense, and then we're going to end. Going to go ahead and put the Experience Share on the top Bouffalant just in case. We're going to Roller Skates to try and get an additional extra few cards and maybe see if we can start setting up. I could Bicycle here. It would kind of be a waste, and I'm not going to do so. So we're going to wait till the next turn, probably end straight away in hopes of getting maybe a double colorless or something down the road. So yeah, we're going to end right away, get 6 cards. We do get a double colorless, which is really nice. Hard Charm could have been very useful, obviously, but we will put on the other Bouffalant. And then we will attack Blastoise EX for a whopping 120 damage. Obviously, this is going very much in my favor because he only has one basic Pokemon and it takes a very long time to set up. So, yeah. But he will actually be able to switch one of my Pokemon in with one of my other ones. And he's actually going to put a Muscle Band and a Startling Megaphone. So he gets rid of all of my stuff, which is a bit unfortunate, but, that's what happens in Pokemon. So he's only going to do 30 to me now, and then I have to switch out to one of my other guys, which I think what we do here is go out to Torchic because he'll kill me with one shot, and then I'll be able to go back out into Bouffalant like it's nothing. Actually, no, I can just do this, retreat, go out to Bouffalant, attack for the win. So that was kind of a bad showing of what the deck can do because he really didn't get anything else, but at the same time, I can show you how powerful it is. But yeah, I really don't want to make this video too long, so I hope this video was good for you guys in case, you are trying to get into the TCGO and everything like that. And it was just something I did today, and it was fun, so there you go. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you did, feel free to stick around on my channel. I'm going to be uploading a lot more Pokemon TCGO stuff, and if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like or a comment because it does help out my channel a lot, and I will see you guys next time.